This post-match report is proudly brought to you by Complete Sports Management, more footy, less admin, and Stat Guru, when numbers matter.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Victoria Park. My name is Matthew Donald, and we've just seen Fitzroy emerge 58-point victors in their game against Surrey Park. Here with coach of Fitzroy, Shannon Swan. Shannon, you've had a couple of weeks off now after an unfortunate loss after the siren. How good is it to get back on the winners list and keep your finals hopes alive?
Well, we really look to build after the Q game. You can either go everyone drops their heads and kind of stops, or we build momentum from that. And before the game, there was a really good vibe in the room. I was really excited about the prospects of the game. And we came out of the blocks really hard. We kicked 4 goals before they'd scored. It's always nice to have a 10-goal win.
Do you think having that break between the games helped the players respond today?
I think it was good for me. I stopped crying after 8 days, so that was nice. So the break was good for me. I think it's always nice to refresh in the middle of the season, and especially after what had just happened, it was a good time to reflect and take the good out of it instead of the bad. So it was good that we had that week off to think about the positives from that game. And as coaches, we also were able to help the players through it a little bit, and then talk about the really good things that they were doing, and then carrying that on to this week. So it was good timing for us.
You're now one win outside the top 4 and getting into finals, and you've got a couple of massive games coming up to finish off the season. Is there any talk of finals or striving to make that top 4 within the rooms?
Not really. It is. We've always been one quarter at a time, one game at a time. I know it's cliched, but that's what you have to do at this level of football. We've got a huge game next week against Ashburton, which is obviously a must-win because that's who everyone's trying to catch. So it's really match by match. We have spoken about a 4-game block of this as like a mini season, and we really need to keep the momentum up through the whole 4 games. But it's really week by week. We know what Surrey Park like to bring, so we focused on that, and it was definitely then, now let's focus on Ashburton.
You had it was a very good team performance today, but one player who stood out for me, particularly in the first half, was Sam Ackland-Evans. He was very good across half forward, taking plenty of marks, and he's got great athleticism. But he hasn't played much this season, but it must be good to have him back in the team.
He's a tremendous player. He's 6 foot. He runs cross country. He's very skilled on both sides, and his attack on the footy is tremendous. Last year he was leading our best and fairest when he got injured, and we missed him for the second half of the year. And in the first game against St Mary's this year, he got injured. So we've missed him for a great deal of footy. But to have him on that wing as that link-up man through there is, it's an absolute bonus for us. So he ran out of puff in the second half, and he said it himself after the game, but he'll work into it and hopefully hit peak form in a week or 2.
And just finally, Luke Williams played his 100th game for the club today. How big an asset is he to the team, and how lucky are you to have a player like him in your side?
He's an absolute bull. At the footy, he's an absolute bull. But what he brings is enthusiasm, and he lifts the whole team around him. So, as we say, I said before the game, he's the loudest person, not only in the team, but the whole team put together. So he's just one of that players that everyone loves and everyone gets around, and he just brings so much more than just his footy. It's just the enthusiasm he brings to the club rooms is tremendous.
Shane, congratulations on the win, and best of luck for next week and for the rest of the year as you try to make the finals.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Shan Swan, the co-coach of Fitzroy. We're going to throw over to Addy now, who's with Surrey Park.
Thanks, Matthew. I'm here with Surrey assistant coach Mark and milestone player Harry. So, coach, what do you think about today's game for you all?
We were very slow to start again, which is a problem for us. We've been working on our starts, trying to impact the game early, and we gave them a jump start and we struggled from there.
I think getting off to slow starts has been a problem for you throughout the season. So, what do you think to change, or how do you want to change things over from that?
Look, we've changed our warm up, we've changed different approaches, but ultimately it's up to the kids as well. We can say so much. They've got to come prepared and ready to go, and take it a bit personal and take some responsibility for how they perform in the first 5 or 10 minutes to get themselves into the game.
So you're pretty good with the inside 50 conversion today. Anytime you got in, almost you either scored a behind or a goal. So what was going wrong? You're not able to get in inside 50 much. So what do you...
Look, I think if you're second to the ball, which we were, and you allowed them to dictate the terms, yeah, it's hard to get your hands on the ball, and we did a lot of chasing today. When we do win the ball, yeah, we have got the skills to move it forward, but yeah, there wasn't enough of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, it seems so. Damon was pretty good today with you in the offense. Like, he was always running out in the forwards, and he was able to get quite a few goals and behinds.
Yes, he's very quick, which helps. But yeah, that's the sort of thing we encourage our boys is to take the game on and grab the ball and run and back your speed and your skills. And he did that very well. I thought Dan was very good for us as well today, and Boyd Marshall I think was one of our best with the physical pressure and the things that we really play well if we bring. So
Boyd was pretty stand out of the defense. Like, he was pretty solid for you, and I saw like he was able to get his clearances through and stuff. So you must be happy with his performance.
Yeah, no, he was really good. Yeah, happy with him today.
Now, Harry, what do you feel? It's a 100 game for the club.
Yeah, it's pretty good to knock off 100 games, and yeah. So.
And not a lot of players get to 100 games, so you've been there with them throughout through the age group. So how's it going for you?
Oh, it's not too bad. We can't get in front and win this year, but in past years we've done pretty good. So just keep going and keep trying.
Good to know. So, Coach, how for the rest of the season? You have another few games to go. So what are your plans for the rest of the season?
As we said to the kids today, we're not giving up on them or on the season in a sense of what we're trying to achieve. Today wasn't what we expect from the kids as far as effort. So we've got training this week. We've actually got a bye, and then we'll work on some stuff at training, and try and encourage them to keep going and get something out of the season other than the score. Yeah.
Okay. That's it from me, Aditya and Matthew. See you next time.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.